1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. A meeting of the National Economic Council is in progress with the Prime Minister and the Chair to discuss economic affairs of the country. The President has underlined the need for providing online education to avoid academic loss of the students in view of COVID-19 pandemic. The National Disaster Management Authority has provided 90 more portable ventilators to all the provinces, Azad Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan and the Islamabad Capital Territory. Coronavirus has claimed 80 more lives, while 5,385 new cases have been reported during the last 24 hours in the country. The National Assembly was assured today that fair and transparent investigation would be conducted in the Karachi plane crash incident. Pakistan summoned a senior Indian diplomat at the Foreign Office in Islamabad today and lodged a strong protest over ceasefire violations by the Indian forces in Jand Road sector along the line of control. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred another 5 youths in Shupaiya district today. And now the news in detail. A meeting of the National Economic Council is underway in Islamabad with the Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. The meeting is discussing the economic affairs of the country. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has underlined the need for providing online education to avoid academic loss of students in view of COVID-19 pandemic. He stated this during a presentation given by the Vice-Chancellor of Baltistan University, Professor Dr. Mohammad Naeem Khan, through video conference today. The President stressed the need for focusing on research and innovation to promote quality education in the country. He said coronavirus pandemic has affected the education sector everywhere, and this challenge can be met by encouraging and promoting the culture of online education. The Vice-Chancellor highlighted various initiatives taken by the university for the promotion of education. The President appreciated the measures taken by the management of the Baltistan University for arranging online classes for students as well as promoting education in Gilgit-Baltistan. The National Disaster Management Authority has provided 90 more portable ventilators to all the provinces, Azad Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan and the Islamabad Capital Territory. According to a statement issued by the National Disaster Management Authority, Punjab and Sindh have been given 25 portable ventilators each, while Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan have been provided 15 and 10 ventilators respectively. It said 5 portable ventilators were provided to hospitals in Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Islamabad, while Gilgit-Baltistan has already received 5 ventilators of different types. The statement said these ventilators can be installed in ambulances and can also be moved from one bed to another bed on requirement. 5,385 new coronavirus cases have surfaced in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the tally to 113,702. These include 43,460 in the Punjab, 41,303 in Sindh, 14,527 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 7,031 in Balochistan, 5,963 in the Islamabad Capital Territory, 974 in Gilgit-Baltistan, and 444 in Azad Kashmir. The deaths toll from the virus stands at 2,255, with 83 deaths reported over the last 24 hours. 36,308 patients have so far recovered from the disease. Coronavirus pandemic has claimed more than 414,164 lives across the world so far, with over 7.34 million confirmed cases. The United States tops the list with over 114,159 deaths, followed by the United Kingdom, 40,883, Brazil, 38,497, and Italy, 34,043 deaths. More than 3.62 million people have recovered from the infection. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said so far 62,000 stranded Pakistanis have been brought back home. He was speaking at a special meeting held in Islamabad today with Speaker National Assembly Asad Kaisar in the chair to discuss issues relating to the stranded Pakistanis. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said 2018 out of 2,054 members of Tablighi Jamaat stranded in 26 countries have been repatriated. He said bodies of 479 overseas Pakistanis who passed away due to coronavirus were brought back, while Pakistani missions played a pivotal role in the burial of 40 people in various Gulf countries. He said our embassies, despite limited resources, have spent 150 million rupees on the provision of food, medicines, financial assistance, and free tickets for overseas Pakistanis. This is Radio Pakistan. The Interior Minister Ijaz Shah called on the Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today and presented him the performance report of the ministry from August 2018 to April 2020. The minister apprised the Prime Minister that the National Action Plan was revived by the National Internal Security during the period, and in this regard, 14 high-level committees were formed which will submit their recommendations about different affairs within a month. The Prime Minister was informed that an electronic visa was introduced for 175 countries as per the vision of the Prime Minister to promote investment and tourism in the country. A comprehensive policy was framed to eradicate terrorism from the country, particularly for checking financial resources. A comprehensive policy and detailed strategy was formulated by the high-level steering committee and is being implemented to eliminate the menace of smuggling. The Minister for Aviation, Ghulam Sarwar Khan, has once again assured fair and transparent investigation into the Karachi plane crash incident. Speaking in the National Assembly today, he said the preliminary report will be presented before the House on the 22nd of this month. He said the decoding of voice and data boxes have been done, and this will be made part of the inquiry to make it credible. He said the International Pilots Association has now been requested to provide one pilot and one technician to help in the investigation of the crash. The minister said the inquiry reports of other plane crashes that took place in the recent past, including those in the federal capital, will also be made public. Speaking in the National Assembly today, the Minister for Communication Murad Saeed said the revenue of the Pakistan Post has significantly increased under the present government. He said our first year saw 70% and the second year 110% increase in its revenue. Regarding coronavirus, the minister said the federal government provided personal protective equipment, facial masks, and ventilators to the provinces. He said we are strengthening our healthcare system in this time of crisis. He said we have also given a mega stimulus package of 1,200 billion rupees to provide succor to different segments of the society during these testing times. The House will now meet tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pakistan summoned a senior Indian diplomat to the Foreign Office in Islamabad today and lodged strong protest over the ceasefire violations by the Indian forces along the line of control in Jand Road sector, resulting in serious injuries to 4 innocent civilians. According to Foreign Office, due to indiscriminate and unprovoked firing by the Indian occupation forces, 26 years old Nasreen Akhtar, resident of Sandhara village, 24 years old Rabia, and 7 years old Momina, resident of Dera Sher Khan village, and 7 years old Munshi, resident of Bambroch village, sustained serious injuries. The Foreign Office said the Indian forces along the line of control and the working boundary have continuously been targeting civilian populated areas with artillery fire, heavy caliber mortars, and automatic weapons. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 5 more Kashmiri youths in Shopaiya district today. The troops martyred the youths during a cordon search operation in Sugu Hindhama area of the district. The Indian police and troops have sealed all entry and exit points of the area. The occupation authorities have also suspended internet services in the district. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind thunderstorm is expected in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit Baltistan, Islamabad, Upper Punjab, and Kashmir. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.